Welcome to eSchool.ng, your number one efficient school management platform. So today we're going to be sharing with you a 6-minute tutorial on how to use our QR attendance for your school. I'm going to be showing you how to use our QR code as an admin first off. So you have to log in as the admin of your school. So once I log into the admin dashboard, this is what I'm going to be seeing, right? I'm going to click on settings. So once I click on settings, I'm going to scroll down. And when I scroll down, I'll see something that says generate QR code ID, right? So I'm going to click on this generate QR code ID. So once I see generate or regenerate student QR code, so it means I want to generate a particular student's QR code. So the way the eSchool.ng attendance works is the admin are the ones that can create the student codes, right? But the admin generates the QR code for the teachers to be able to scan this particular code. So once the admin creates the code, the teacher can then scan it from their own end. They scan the particular code from their own end to be able to mark a particular student in, right? So the purpose of this QR code is to be able to sign in and sign out in terms of like attendance for students, right? So don't forget, admin can only generate the QR codes, while teachers can only be the one that can scan, and then they can sign in a particular student and also sign out a particular student like out of the class, right? So now we're going to click on select classes. So once you click on select classes, you click on the particular class that you want to generate the QR codes for. Take for example, I want to generate a QR code for students in year 10. So I'm going to click on year and I'm going to click on their level year 10, right? Or you can either use the admission number. So if you have the particular student admission number, so you can just use the admission numbers to be able to generate their particular QR code. But instead of using this, right, because at times in that particular year, in this particular class, you can have like numerous students in this particular class. So using admission number is not going to be like too efficient, because it means you're going to be like have to be doing this like individually for a particular student in that particular class. So when you can just click on the class and level, and then it's going to generate all the QR codes for every student in that class. So once I input the year and the level, I'm going to click on generate QR codes. So once I click on generate QR code, we can also see that it says QR code generated successfully for selected students, right? So what this is saying is, because I can see just one QR code, right? So what this is saying is that there's only one student in this particular class. Because if you see like multiple QR codes, it means that there are multiple students in that particular class. So take for example, if I see like 3 QR codes, what it's saying is that there are 3 students in this particular class. And if I see like 5 QR codes, it means that there are 5 students in this particular class. Likewise, if I see like 100 QR codes, it means that there are 100 students in that particular class. So this is only generating just one QR code, which is saying that there's only one student in year 10, right? And that's this particular student. So once the admin has been able to generate this particular QR code, the teacher has to log in through their mobile device, right? They have to log in because you need to scan this particular QR code, and you cannot scan this with another laptop. You can, but it's not going to be as efficient as using your mobile phone, right? So I advise the teacher log in using their mobile device to be able to scan this particular QR code, right? So I'm just going to show you how it looks like from the teacher's dashboard. So I'm going to log in as the teacher now to show you how the QR attendance also looks from their head. This is the dashboard of that particular teacher in year 10. But don't forget that you have to log in as the teacher of that particular class the admin has generated a QR code for. For example, we generated a QR code for students in year 10, right? So a teacher in year 9 cannot scan that particular QR code, right? So the teacher in year 10 has to be the one that scanned the QR code. So I go down to this place that says student attendance, because we want to take the record of students. We want to take the student attendance. So I'm going to come down and click on student attendance. I see student attendance. I'm going to scroll down to QR attendance because we want to scan the QR code. And don't forget, the teacher is doing this using their mobile device. Once you click on this, it's going to show you this QR attendance scanner, which you can use to scan, which is going to be used to scan that QR code. So you can see it is saying place your QR code in front of the camera. Once you've been able to scan the QR attendance, you should be able to mark a particular student in successfully, and you should be able to mark a particular student out successfully, right? So once you do that, you can now come down to attendance reports to see what you've done. So we can see here that it's showing that this particular student have been marked in successfully. We can see that it's showing the name of the student, the gender, the class, the date and time that particular student was signed in. Also, parents have access to their students' attendance report. So all they need to do is to go to their portal and they say attendance reports. Then you can filter by a session, by the term. to be able to search for that particular student or that particular child attendance reports. That way you can see the status of the child reports, if the child was present throughout the term or absent throughout the term. Also, parents can also decide to print out the attendance reports. So I'm going to click on this particular student portal so we see how it also looks from the student's end, right? So you come down to this place that says students. Once you see students, you see student profile, you see attendance barcode, and you see this change password. So I'm making reference to this student's barcode. So what this means is that once the admin have been able to generate a barcode, has been able to generate a QR code for that particular student, if this particular student should log in, this particular student is going to see this QR code, is going to see this barcode also. So if the admin does not generate a barcode, this will not be present. Also, I recommend that students have this QR code on their ID card. That way it makes it easier and much more efficient for teachers to be able to scan this code directly from students' ID card, which makes marking attendance much more easier for the teachers. So basically, this is how the QR attendance works. The admin generates the QR ID for a particular student. The teachers are able to scan that particular code, that particular barcode, to be able to sign in and sign out a particular student. Also, parents have access to their student attendance reports on their dashboard, while students also have access to their barcode on their dashboard. So that's how it works. This particular feature is really going to help teachers in terms of efficiency, in terms of being able to manage the attendance report. So I hope you enjoy using this feature as much as we enjoy making it. If you know you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also like this video, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Thanks for watching.